My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is February 15, 2022. It is 1:56 p.m., 2 p.m. So I just posted this on my community board, both channels, PYTE and APTS Sussex, regarding Prince Andrew settlement out of court with Virginia Giuffre. So I'm gonna go on Twitter to see what some of the commotion. Alright, so and I want to share them with you while I'm gonna check it out. Alright, so this is Omid about an hour ago. Today's settlement comes just days after Prince Andrew was caught in an alleged lie about not giving a tour of Buckingham Palace to Ghislaine Maxwell and Bill Clinton in 2002. Really? Okay, he had previously claimed, no, quote, no recollection of, end quote, the event, but newly unearthed photo prove otherwise. Oh my God. Wow. So there's Bill Clinton there. Oh my goodness. God save the Queen. So they blurred this person's face. There's Ghislaine here. He didn't remember, but there he is. I'm telling you, those people, they were framing him left and right. What else is going on here? All right, let's see some of the comment. He got caught red-handed at Scobie. You better archive this receipt before they clean it off. He seems to have a really bad memory when it comes to his slimy misdeed. Their recollection are always varied. Quote, recollection may vary, and quote, said the royal family. Like Andrew's picture with Miss Giuffre, this picture was probably also, quote, doctored, end quote. I wonder if Andrew was not able to sweat then as well. Lies and recollection may vary, or the royal family brand. Okay, when I read this statement, then yours, I said, bingo, Yahtzee. All right, I'm curious how much it cost the Queen. I mean, he was trying, they had, how do you call this, a narrative going on that they don't have money, the Queen no longer support him, and all of this. And then there's a document I was trying to look for. I can't find it because one YouTuber was discussing it, and I can't find it on Twitter, where he sent some to respond to Virginia's claim, with the Constitution, bring all sort of things to undermine the country's law, the United States law. I'm telling you, I mean, when I read all of those other documents, I knew that was his only next option, is to pay up, because if he doesn't want things to be said out there, all right, his secret or all his dirty things, that's the only way he will have to go, is to settle it. All right, so there's more comment here, but let me go on the, what is this? Ghislaine Maxwell was also invited by the Queen. There are hidden pictures of Prince Charles on shooting trip with Robert Maxwell, Giuffre's father. Prince Andrew was not the only one who used to entertain those lot. This settlement is to protect the monarchy. I think so too. And this was a setup. The frame that they did, there's so much more people. So much more people is framed, and this kind of thing is, hopefully those victims come out and come to light and sue them. Yep, and Buckingham Palace up for it also. Alright, all of this make me more convinced Big Brother is holding the reign and no longer Mommy Dearest. Chuck was probably, that's true, that's a very good point here. Yeah, Charles probably said, just settle out of court and then get this out of the way. And I think I said it in one of my videos on PYTE channel. And I said, I think Charles can't wait to be king and then to just hand him over. I think that's what he was gonna do. But there it is. He just settled it. So this person is right. I agree with them. All right. All of this makes me more convinced Big Brother is holding the reign and no longer Mommy Dearest. Chuck was probably, quote, clean this up so we can roll out the next distraction. So my coronation won't be messed up. You know how the surf easily distracted, but we need time. Yep, that's exactly true. That is true. All right, there is a lot more to be revealed. The Maxwell were deeply associated with the House of Windsor way before Epstein entered the fray. I watched the documentary on Ghislaine. Now everything makes sense. The Queen proclaimed that Camilla is queen with the condition of saving her favorite son from being judicially condemned because socially he is already condemned and only the retrograde fans of the royals believe he's innocent. Yeah, and then not only that, as he did all of this nonsense, he pretty much just told the world he is a pedophilia because he claimed he was part of agreement, 2009 agreement with Epstein, where Epstein had pled guilty of being a pedophilia, okay, sexual abuse young girls. So he just put himself under that umbrella as he paid this up. All right, let me go to another tweet that discuss it. Who's that? There's Desmere to clear up things. All right, that's them Wooden. Hard to see how Prince Andrew will ever clear his name in the court of public opinion. Now he's settled. That's for sure. Okay, I can't believe I agree with him. And presumably pay huge money to Virginia Giuffre. He said he cooperated with the FBI. He didn't. He said he fired Virginia in court. He didn't. What's he hiding? That's a very good question. I'm surprised with Dan Wooden. The reason I'm seeing his tweet is because I type on the search Prince Andrew. So everybody that mentioned Prince Andrew is showing up. All right, that's this I just read. Yeah, but you might argue that all she ever wanted was money. She probably had no real case. What? She had plenty. She had plenty. I mean, hey, why didn't Andrew fight it? If Andrew felt he was guilty, one of the things that I've always said it in all, well, I don't know if it's all of the videos, but I remember saying it in a couple of videos where I'm covering the Prince Andrew and Virginia Giuffre thing. And I said, in the eyes of the United States judicial system, Prince Andrew is innocent until proven guilty. All right. So if he felt like he was innocent, why didn't he go to court and prove himself? That's because he know he has no case. All right. Let's see. There's 28 comment under this. Okay. If there was no real case, he won't have settled. All right. Let's see here. Yes, but you might argue that all she ever wanted was money. She probably had no idea. Okay. If there was no case, he wouldn't have settled. That's fine. Hidden and protecting the secret of many involved, potentially black book content could still be exposed. That's right. That's right. At least he got this out of the way. Anything that come, I don't know how the settlement goes. I don't know. It could be another agreement similar to what Epstein did to not discuss certain things and all of this. So I'm going to stop now because I have to do something right now, but I will continue this video.
One eternity later.
All right. Today is February 16, 2022. It is 3:03 a.m. I have a lot to share with you. Yesterday afternoon, I started recording stuff about Prince Andrew for the settlement that he did with Virginia Giuffre. Then my husband came home early. I had to give the computer up. And I have one part of that video, and then I'm gonna add it to this video. So, and yesterday I put this out. It's season 3 episode 48 because the minute I uploaded it, YouTube didn't give me any problem, so there was no issue with it. So I made it public last night on February 15th. So yeah, all of my videos are ready to go. There's no issues for now. All right, so they're starting to pile up. So since it was a bit like more relevant and to the current event, so I decided to make it public. I didn't want to renumber, change the schedule on all the other videos, so I just made it public. But anyway, I have a lot to share with you. Let's go on Twitter, and I'm gonna continue with the Prince Andrew issues, and this video is gonna be on APTS Sussex because it has to do with Prince Andrew. All right. And there's going to be some other videos regarding Prince Andrew on PYTE because the squad, turned it into something else. And I think that's where I was yesterday when I was talking about Prince Andrew. That was Dan Wooten. And I was kind of surprised with what he said. I'm not going to go through the comments here, but I'm just going to read his thing and then go to the next tweet. All right. Hard to see how Prince Andrew will ever clear his name in the court of public opinion. Now he's settled and presumably paid huge money to Virginia Giuffre. He said he'd cooperate with the FBI. He didn't. He said he'd fight Virginia in court. He didn't. What's he's hiding? So I was kind of surprised with Dan Wooten. And the reason I was able to see his tweet is because I don't follow Dan Wooten. I don't follow him. The reason I was able to see his tweet is because I did a search yesterday. Once I found out that Andrew had settled, I just typed his name, Prince Andrew, on the search, and then all the stuff about Prince Andrew popped up. All right, so let me go to the next tweet because I sort of read this yesterday, some of the comments. That's probably a new one, but I want to go. There's a statement that he put out. All right, so this one, again, I came across him, and I thought that was very interesting. Prince Andrew, it's a thread, by the way. Prince Andrew has settled a claim by Virginia Giuffre that he sexually assaulted her to avoid a trial. He is willing to pay her large sums of money to her for something he denies. Make of that what you will. All right. It's a credit to Miss Giuffre that she has insisted all the money goes to her charities in support of victim rights. Before it's spun to suggest Prince Andrew is giving donation to charity. The thing is that you know how the government, the monarch like to make things up, things that will sensationalize the ears of the public. Because Virginia had, the reason I'm bringing this is because of what he says here. Virginia had asked for jury trial, okay? And then months later, he came out, Andrew came out saying that, he wanted a jury trial, when Virginia had already said this is what she wanted, all right? To make it seem like, this is what he wants, this is things like that, when Virginia already said it. So what he's saying here, Virginia had asked for all of the money to go to the charity, okay? Before Prince Andrew starts spending it into something else. All right, let me continue with his thing, with the thread. Before it's spun to suggest Prince Andrew is giving a donation to charity. Remember, he could do that anytime he wanted. This is no donation. This is blood money. Wow. All right, and he continued. Prince Andrew said he regrets his association with Epstein and that he will now support victims of sex trafficking, that is rape. I mean, this guy knew. Okay, some of you who haven't seen some of the other videos that I put about Prince Andrew with Virginia Giuffre thing, he knew what Epstein was all about. Because how did he know about the 2009 agreement between Epstein and Virginia? All right. Epstein had pled guilty for sex trafficking, for violating minor, to be a pedo, pretty much. And then he put his name under the umbrella, claiming that he is part of that agreement. So he knew, and then he advocated for Epstein. And in Florida, when the government lobbied the U.S. government to get a better plea deal, this kind of thing. So he knew for all the bad things that he was doing. And he was advocating for him to have a better deal. He knew all of that. And then what else? The judge, when he claimed that he was part of the 2009 agreement, the New York judge said he knew Epstein was part of that, pled guilty for all of those things, for pedo, sex trafficking, and all of that. And then after that, you still went and sexual abuse Virginia. And then he smeared Virginia's name throughout all of this ordeal. So he cannot say, all of a sudden, I'm going to support sex trafficking. He knew all of this. He just caught head, in the cookie jar, pretty much. Let me continue. Prince Andrew said I just got up pretty much. My vocabulary is very limited this morning. All right, Prince Andrew said he regrets his association with Epstein and that he will now support victims of sex trafficking and rape. I am honored to know a few, and they won't welcome him given what he has publicly said about them. I'll take him at his word and invite him to meet them. All right, so this guy, I guess he's talking about that. Okay, this is the statement he put out, and I think it's it's going around. I think Omid also have shared that, but I didn't get a chance to read it because I was gonna do a whole video yesterday, then I got stopped in between. All right, Virginia Giuffre and Prince Andrew have reached an out-of-court settlement. The parties will file a stipulated dismissal upon Ms. Giuffre's receipt of the settlement. Let me interrupt here. One of the things that I said when I was reading the 2009 agreement is that I don't think Virginia had a good attorney or someone who was representing her. And now that she's older and wiser, I hope she makes sure she doesn't get the bad stick of the deal. Okay, because I'm hoping she's wiser now, much older. I'm hoping she get a better deal on this, where she could speak her mind. The sum of which is not being disclosed. Prince Andrew intends to make a substantial donation to Ms. Giuffre's charity in support of victims' rights. Prince Andrew has never intended to malign Ms. Giuffre's character. Please, he did. For someone who claimed he didn't know her, okay, and he accepts that she has suffered both as an established victim of abuse and as a result of unfair public attack. That's part of his thing, that he did that too. It is known that Jeffrey Epstein trafficked countless young girls over many years. Prince Andrew regrets his association with Epstein and commend the bravery of Ms. Giuffre and other survivors in standing up for themselves and others. He pledged to demonstrate his regret for his association with Epstein by support the fight against the evil of sex trafficking and by supporting its victim. And as I'm reading this and editing this video here, he didn't apologize to Virginia. He said he pledges to demonstrate his regret for his association with Epstein by supporting the fight against evil of sex trafficking and by supporting its victim. Where did he mention? I mean, there's so many other victims. Where did that statement specify exactly his sorry to Ms. Giuffre? I hope she read this and asked for another apology, because this was not apology. He's just upset that they caught him being, he associated himself with Epstein. And that's all his fault, because why did he put himself under the umbrella of the 2009 agreement? That's all his fault. He's just regret that he did this because he thought he was being smart, trying to find loopholes to not take responsibility for his action. He didn't apologize to Ms. Giuffre. I hope she requests another public apology from him, because she still have the upper hand. She still have the upper hand. My goodness, these people, they all are baggage for God. But I have to give Virginia Giuffre my hat to her for sticking up to her truth. All right, so yeah, let's continue with the video. I mean, the royal family have been in this mess for a very long time. So we shall see how this move forward, because this thing have been going on for too long in this royal family. Okay, I lost respect for Prince. Okay, so now I'm out of that statement. Now I'm reading. I'm continuing the thread of this Nazir Asfal. Okay, Afzal. I lost respect for Prince Andrew once he started victim blaming. Each time he did that, a victim somewhere was re-traumatized. They suffer indignities given them by their abuser, and then further pain inflicted upon them by those who stood by and did nothing, and then belittle their pain. Yep, that is true. He tried every technicality in the book, and then some more to get the case thrown out, but realized that the allegation were going to be aired in court. Oh, so that's what it was gonna. Oh, I didn't know that. Very interesting. He may have wanted his day in court before a jury, but He didn't ask for that. He claimed that after Virginia had already demanded that. You see, this is what I was saying before. Okay, he may have wanted his day in court before a jury, but that's not what his backers would have wanted, so wiser heads prevail. Okay, something tells me that Prince Andrew never went for a pizza in Woking. Remember, Met Police received Virginia's girlfriend's allegation in 2015, decided it wasn't worth investigating. Then again in 2019 and 2021 because there was no case to answer in the UK. they, they just turn a blind eye. The whole freaking system over there is stink. It's corrupt, rotten to the core. Right into the core. This is why I think Virginia is a freaking bad bitch, because she did everything that she could, and then when she realized nothing is gonna happen, she went exactly where some of the things happened, the abuse happened, and filed her case. Good for her. Good for her. Good for her. She should hold her head high after all the pain and suffering they put her through as a young girl. Okay, Prince Andrew said he will cooperate with an FBI investigation. He didn't, so back to Met Police. I don't know. I think the thing will continue because he claimed that he was under the 2009 agreement. That probably opened another thing for the FBI. All right, let me read some of the comments here. Okay, the British taxpayers better put in that overtime to pay for her Pedro lawsuit. Guess the Windsors made wise decision to keep their cans of sale. Let's see here. There's what's her name? She's in jail right now. I can't think of her name. Like I said, my vocabulary this morning is very limited. Oh God, I can't think of her name. All right, look at this. They all are freaking rotten people. Rotten people. Look at them. I gotta say, the people who are behind this is good. I know who it is. I'm not gonna say because I don't have any proof. Okay, Maxwell. That's who she is, Maxwell. Okay, the Maxwell connection. I have told the prince that I will fire you. Robert Maxwell. Okay, let's see here. The revolving door had been a fix in Fleet Street ever since Caxton fired the first printer's devil when Wendy Henry spun out of the turnstile at Rupert Murdoch's wiping headquarters. She re-emerged through the revolving door to the revolving front door of his great rival, Robert Maxwell. Miss Henry's editorship at the News of the World, making her the first woman to edit a national newspaper in modern times, had been brought to an abrupt halt on 12 December 1988. Although the paper weekly circulation had risen to 5.3 million, Murdoch sacked her the day after she ran a story about homosexual which had an embarrassing royal link. Interesting. Ever opportunist, Maxwell stepped in and appointed her the editor of his less successful Sunday tabloid, The People, hoping some Murdoch's readers will follow her to his base at Holborn Circus. In November 1989, 4 weeks before he talked about knickers and lavatories in his late night call to Camilla. What? Is that the same Camilla? Indignant Charles was on the phone to Robert Maxwell. It was not initially one of their Chaumiers exchanges. The prince was very annoyed about a picture of Prince William, which Miss Henry had published in The People under the headline "The Royal We." The picture showed William back turned discreetly to the camera, answering a call of nature in Kensington Palace Garden. It had been taken by Jason. Who's Jason? Okay, I don't think it's the Jason Kanoff that we know of, because this was what, 1989. I don't think this Jason was near this area. Worms. Okay, and the British royal family did everything to protect him. Yep, that is true. That is true. That's the thing here. They're out, he's in. Yep. Guilty as sin. Innocent people don't settle. Okay, perhaps he's hoping that his mom will restore his many meaningless titles and reopen his revenue earning opportunity. No trial, no proof of guilt, no shame. They will rehabilitate him as they are now doing for future Queen Consort Camilla. I don't know how the people over there gonna sit back and take this. And I hope, why is it the military, those who wrote the letter to the Queen, say something. They don't want him. My goodness. Okay, everyone deserves a second chance, don't you think? Please. We think these people, they've been at it for a very long time. He was always going to settle because he knows he lies. His concocted would fall apart in court. His arrogance delayed the settlement and led him to give a disastrous interview. Good on Virginia for holding firm. Yep, that's right. This is what I'm saying. She's a bad bitch. We should, when they're talking about people who's advocating for victim, Virginia's face should be the front page of that. Okay, if you listen to Virginia's lawyer's old statement, the argument to settle was already in the air, even when her side does. I'm not surprised. I mean, look, she tried. Virginia had said in her court document, she tried to talk to him, tried to do everything in the books. Instead, he ignored her and then smear her name. Okay, and this was her last option. Look at it at the beginning. I was reading the thread where how many times they tried to talk to the Met Police. They just turn a blind eye. Okay, so this was her last option. I don't think she really, all I think she really wanted to hear, I've said it in other videos, is that she wanted to talk to him. Maybe a apology, I'm sorry, I didn't know, or something like that. Maybe that's all she was looking for. But instead, they took it to so far of smearing her name worse and worse and worse, and she said she have no option just to do that. How long she's been after him just to talk to him? For a very long time. All right, we know the deal. He did that shit, guilty as F. Alright, the fact that some of you are disappointed that she settled for money, do you know what it takes to fight those reptilian as a commoner? The fact that she has brought Andrew to his knees and settled, it is still good enough. Nobody has never done that before. That's what I'm saying. She's a bad bitch. Yeah, it's true. I agree with this. Okay, some of our 67 million people are struggling to eat and heat their homes. Guess what? It's all on you because you guys are not doing the right thing. You're voting for the same people to put you in that misery. It's not Virginia's fault. Okay? It's not Virginia's fault. You had a chance to vote for the right people. Instead, you rather go against racism, thinking that racism is gonna solve all of your problem. All right, I don't know. I can feel sorry for any Brits who's in that position because you guys keep on voting for the same people. All right, look at the monarchies there giving your money away. So that's not Virginia's problem. She did her part. You guys better do your part. Okay, however, we'll have had... I'm laughing at myself the way I popped up here and then I slow down to continue reading the tweet. However, we've all have contributed in some way to keep an alleged sex offender out of prison. Yep. Good value that their royal family. Okay, so the Queen agrees for Camilla to be Queen Consort and suddenly Andrew has the money to pay his civil case. The respect for this family is gone. Yep. There it is. Good catch. How much did Tampon Chucky pay for the PR from the Queen for his Rottweiler? I was really hoping that's a shade for Princess Diana here because Princess Diana called her that. Okay, I was really hoping she will take this to court. Hey, the thing could go if she get what she want, that's all. I don't know. I'm just hoping that this time around the settlement is completely different from Epstein one, where she could speak freely. I just hope, because that stipulation that they made is completely different. Because it was very hard. Because what what was going on? There was a court case that was going on, and she did not testify. Oh, the Maxwell case. She didn't testify because, well, they still find her guilty anyway. She didn't come as one of the victims to speak because of the agreement that happened. But then again, the agreement had to make public because Andrew claimed certain things in that. Alright, go back to some of my old videos because I read the agreement because the agreement was supposed to be sealed, and the only reason the agreement was brought to light is there's a court issue or some disagreement of some sort, and this is where Andrew came about, and that's how I was able to see the document because Andrew claimed he was part of it. Alright, so they had to bring it to court to make it public for people to see, and this is what I'm saying. I hope this time around she has a different, a better deal than the Epstein one. And as far as I'm concerned, the Epstein deal now, agreement is null because now it's public. Alright, I was really hoping she will take this to court. Okay, I just read that. Bit word giving, he says he never met her. Yep, that's another thing. Quote, I have never met that woman I am seen in a photograph with. Furthermore, here is a large wedge of my mother's money. I trust that is an end to the matter. Yours sincerely, Andrew Prince. Let me read some more and then that's it. Okay, typically Andrew preferred to put the interests of the monarchy and those of the nation ahead of his own. When carried out on the battlefield, such selfless act of heroism regularly earned the Victoria Cross, and we should view Andrew's gesture today in a similar light. What in the name is this? Let me see the comment under this. Okay, I seriously cannot tell if this is a satire or not. I'm telling you, either you are taking the piss, okay, or you are the very worst example of humanity, even for Jersey. Let me go to the next tweet. All right, there's a lot of comment. All right, there's a lot of more comment down here. What is it? The absolute insensitivity state of this. Royal Arthur Penny Jr. said the settlement made by the Duke of York is likely to come as a, quote, huge relief, end quote, to the rest of the royal family, she told the Prince Andrew News Agency. Okay, going to trial, it could have been very, very nasty. It could have been embarrassing, humiliating, and it would have been huge fodder for the tabloid press. It could have really taken the shine of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee year. Oh, please. This is where they're trying to downplaying it. Okay, trying to downplay what just happened here. And I hope the FBI come and knock on his door and said, well, you better give a deposition because you claim you were part of the 2009 agreement when this thing was private, and then you knew he was a sex trafficker. So give your side of the story. I just hope the FBI continue this. Alright, this is the next tweet. Prince Andrew now, quote, commends Godfrey's bravery, end quote, after he accused her of lying and dragged her name through the mud. Alright, this settlement isn't some act of philanthropy. It prevents this case going to court. We must also ask, where is the money coming from? Yep. Okay, Nadia, please stop. What's her name? Yeah, that's her. Nadia, please stop. This was a case between two. Oh, please, please. When you know someone is going around the world sexual abuse young children, okay, it's no longer private. Okay, it's no longer private. What was private is the letter between Meghan and her father. That was private. Two private citizens. Alright, but you guys went all over and mud her name. Let's see, there's 23 comment. Let me finish read her comment and then go further and read some more. Nadia, please stop. This was a case between two private citizens. He released what she was happy with. It's over. He then prevented it from going to court. Her defense team systematically dismantled his defense arguments. He was left with no choice. No one is claiming philanthropy. Let's see here. Okay, if the system worked as it should, Andrew should have been charged. His privilege has shielded him from criminal prosecution both in the US and especially in the UK. The crime also occurred in this jurisdiction, but the Met refuses to look at it. Please engage the brain. All right, I don't agree with your point, Sian. Who's Sian? Is that her? Yep, there's this here. Okay, I don't agree with your point, Sian, but I discussed it. Okay, I'm disgusted by some of the misogynistic comment replying to your tweet. Okay, my point isn't a point really, Caroline. It's a fact. To be honest, people expecting Andrew to be hauled off to jail from a civil trial, which he was always going to lose because he had no defense to the allegation, was always a misstep on their part. The misogyny, well, oh my goodness. Let's see here. Let me read that because this is maybe after all of this I'll go to the next tweet that I have. To be frank, I agree with totally with what you said about the trial, especially as it was a historical case. The point I didn't agree with was that he is claiming the settlement to be an act of philanthropy. Agreed, that should be over now. Okay, she and her team played this perfectly. In the absence of a criminal trial, this is as close as she was ever going to get, and she played it perfectly. Cash for her, admittance she was a victim, cash for other victims. I just don't think he deserved any more of our time, really. Nah, this thing, I don't think it's over. The fact that not only he claimed he was part of the 2009 agreement, okay, to prevent him from going further with this case, and then he knew Epstein was a sex trafficker. What other young girls that he had victimized? Who else? Okay, you seems to be missing the overriding theme here, that while the poor are harshly punished for their transgression, the rich and powerful are able to purchase their freedom without even acknowledging significant culpability. Yeah, that's true. Alright, how in an equivalence are the poor treated much? What the hell is wrong with this person? You see some people, look at what is it, as recently in the UK, those young men who toppled the monument. Okay, they were the Met Police was already ready to jail them and all of that until they went to trial, and then they find them not guilty. All right, many people who poor people go to jail for lesser crime. Okay, this person is yeah, it has to be a patrol or something. Who is she? A girl has no bio. Too many kids used to score them. Oh God, this person. You know what? Let me finish with that. You seem to be missing the overriding theme here, that while the poor are harshly punished for their transgression, the rich and powerful are able to purchase their freedom without even acknowledging significant culpability. How an equivalence are the poor treated more harshly in a civil case? How is the poor person worse off? This is not a criminal trial, and the two should not be conflated. Oh my God. He had a choice. He had a choice to clear his name. He chose not to do that. That's right. He chose to avoid the justice system by paying to busy the case. Nobody will believe he is innocent now. Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see here. That's 17 comment on the, okay. Okay, he is a public person, and that is correct too, because then they say what did they say a couple weeks ago, that he's no longer covered under some stuff. I think the theme that they were going, like he's poor, he doesn't have money or something. They claim he's not covered under certain things. I forgot the term that they use over there, and then all of a sudden he got the money. Okay, he is a public person and by some, not myself, highly regarded national institution. He deserves scrutiny, and it is in the public interest to find out where the money will come from. Thank you. So, National Windstorm, okay, please continue. And by the way, abolish the monarchy. Okay, to private citizen, Prince Andrew is now a private citizen. Thank you. There it is. Alright, they switch things everywhere they want to fit their narrative. Some of you people, I generally worry when you said things like this and have kids. That's another thing. Okay, it will never be over for him. The world knows what he is. Okay, no choice apart from by immunity from justice. Okay, bad wipe, looks better. Okay, let's see here. Where do you think the money come from? Okay, was it in the old lady's jaw from the episode of Heartbeat with the fake waterboard official and the alcoholic middle class woman who slapped her mom? What the hell? Okay, he used our effing tax to settle his rape case. If the money are fine with that, they've gotta go even more than they already needed to. LOL, most hilarious and expression of nuns loving so far. Clue is in the title. Alright, let me go to the next tweet. I don't want to go further into this. There's more comment out here, but I want to, let's say, Queen to spend millions funding Prince Andrew's defense against sex abuse. Alright, let me go to the next tweet. I'm 31 minutes here. This one is a satire. Huge queues forms at palace on news that Prince Andrew is giving away money to the people he's never met. Prince Andrew cash giveaway, public 10. The royal family have a new generation. They can't gaslight anymore. It'll be worse with the next generation Z. Yep. Lord, people just laughing. Let's go for the cash. Ha. Does the royal family, British media, the firm actually think we're that stupid? Alright, there's this, there's that. For some reason, I can't stop laughing at this. Okay, Prince Andrew with a 15-year-old escort. Let's see here. People are just laughing. Alright, let's go to the next one. And this would have stopped. This will be the last one, but I have more tweet that will go for PYTE. I might add on to this because I'm only 30 minutes. Okay. Oh, maybe I will stop because I have another one. Oh, so did I do it again? Let's see here. This is my last one. Okay. Hi, at the Sun. Are you suggesting it looks incredibly dodgy to be paying millions of pounds and selling out of court while making no admission of guilt? All right, because this is what the Sun put. Duke settles sex case. All right, his final disgrace. What did they say? Shame. Andy pays of Virginia 72 hours to deal for up to 12 million pounds. Caves in to save Her Majesty's Jubilee, lifetime exile from royal duties. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. At the corner here, it says, Piers, he's a coward, pages 6 and 7. Andy didn't sweat it out, page 4 and 5. Oh my God. So they're gonna have 4 and 5, 6 and 7 all discovered him. My goodness. As I'm looking at this, I'm thinking all the things that they put Meghan through. Alright, Meghan asked for a public apology. Instead, what did they do? They put a small little thing at the bottom. And then the page 6 and I think it was page 6 or something like that inside the newspaper. They put it so small you could hardly see it. This is karma. Thank God. Let's see, what else did they have here? Alright, so this is the Sun who's doing his own thing here. Almost the same thing that Andrew did. Okay, phone hacking. The Sun says it didn't hack phones, so why does its publisher keep paying out? Analysis, news group newspapers has always preferred to settle claim against the Sun rather than defend itself in court. Alright, so that's the same thing here. And this is why Harry doesn't want to settle with these people. Let me read some of the comment. Why are they acting like the Jubilee is the most significant event in the world history that must be saved at all costs? Andy, that wag consistently shocked. There's this, laughing, perfect. Wasn't it taxpayers' money he used? Or, okay, excellent work. Alright, so I'm gonna start another video again regarding Prince Andrew, and I think I will be putting it on PYTE. I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's it with this. And let me do a prayer for this to say thank you, Lord, okay, for looking out. Prayer. Let me just write it the way I'm thinking and whatever popped up. It may sound stupid, but whatever. Let's say thanks to the Lord for his blessing. All right, let's do this. Alright, give thanks for God's love even when you can't find another blessing. In Psalm 118:29, the Bible also says, quote, give thanks to the Lord for he is good. His love endures forever, end quote. For instance, you might pray something like, quote, dear God, I'm having a hard time today, but I know that you are watching over me. Alright, so let's look for an image for that. Let's do this. Okay, thank you, God, for all your blessings to me and my family, for the strength you give me each day, and for all the people around me who makes life more meaningful. Yep, so I'm just gonna stick with that. All right. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And check PYTE channel. I may have some more stuff regarding Prince Andrew, but more related to the squad talking about it. Alright, so that's it. Take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to help support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. And those who have donated, thank you.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.